Ladies and gentlemen, yes indeed, ladies and gentlemen, one last time. Mela greetings, good day, and welcome back into the psychotic world of Let's Play, The Evil Within. And thus it begins. Yes indeed, we have certainly done it. I am sitting here in my humble chamber of solitude, and the finale is upon us. The final confrontation. There really isn't much else that needs to be said. This episode, it is either going to become a short or a long one. We are going to play until it is done. I would just like to mention, before we proceed, that during the finale, there is going to be one bit that is quite difficult. Especially a nightmare. I imagine it is going to be harsh. Our aim must be true, because if it isn't, we are just going to die over and over and over. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because sooner or later Ruvik is going to perish. Like I said, we are not going to stop until it is done. Are you ready? I am certainly ready. You have been a part of this long journey, and for that I am grateful. Let us confront him, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? But first, there is something else, one more thing that I would quickly like to take a look at. And what am I talking about? The archive. How long has it been? I would just like to show you that we have certainly been able to collect almost everything. As you can see, there is a number in the lower left corner. In personal documents, we found them all, 16 in total. The regular documents, we also found them all. The map fragments, there is one missing, but so be it. The newspapers, found them all. The missing person posters. Oh my, what is this? There is one missing here as well, but why? The answer is simple, because this one is actually a hidden missing person poster that can only be obtained during a second playthrough. And said poster, it would be of Sebastian himself. Who'd have thought, what a privilege. Almost done. The audio tapes, listened to all 10. And here are just the key items. There is no number here. We just found a bunch and they served as well. Moving on. Alright, this elevator, it is going to take us to the top of Beacon. He is waiting for us. I bet he is. Let us, ladies and gentlemen, let us finish this.
If I make it out alive, I'm never riding in an elevator again.
You and me both, Sebastian, you and me both. Certainly the longest ride in the world. But here we are. We have arrived. The top of Beacon. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Bloody hell. Behold, the core of this damn system. At last we are here. Bloody hell. Now what? What should one do? There is the light. Yes, indeed. The light of Beacon. It was always there. And now we are here. And there is no going back. What is it we have in front of us but down below? Oh God. Oh my God. I have seen that chamber before.
Dr. Jimenez?
It certainly is him. It certainly is the good doctor. Deceased. What is this? Like a window into the real world. Down below they all are. Down below. I should be as well. Somewhere. This is so crazy. Alright, some of them appear to be empty. And what is that in the middle? I can imagine what that is supposed to be. I can't make it out, but I bet it is the brain of our host. Who else do we got? Who else is present?
Leslie.
The compatible one. Apparently he has not left yet. That is certainly a good thing. It is too quiet. Certainly too quiet. And this is too simple.
Joseph.
My poor partner Joseph. Gone as well. All thanks to the next individual.
Kidman.
She is still inside the stem as well. But where is she? Where the hell is she? There's another door. Wouldn't this be the perfect moment to show back up? I don't know. And there is one more person I am looking for. This door appears to be locked. Where does it even lead? We are all the way up here. Where could it possibly lead? It doesn't matter. Perhaps just another elevator. But there... oh my, there he is. The protagonist himself in the flesh. The actual flesh. Sebastian, behold. If you still have any doubts about your current situation, this should be more than enough proof to convince you.
Connolly.
Yes. Not yet Sebastian. I am sorry. Totally forgot about him. Connolly. Dead. But the next one... rest in peace all of you. Joseph. Connolly. But not Jimenez. He certainly earned himself this death. And I bet he is going to burn in hell forever. But there... Now this is what I was talking about. Behold, Sebastian. Behold.
It can't be.
Help! Help!
A bit late to the party.
Sebastian, get away from him. Sebastian, listen to me. Stop. Your interests are the same as ours.
Look, I get it. You're not just some rookie detective, and this is not just some ordinary kid. You killed Joseph and you shot me. So right at this moment, that's enough reason for me not to trust you.
You're a good man. That's why It doesn't matter anymore. If you know who this kid is, if you know anything, you know why he can't be allowed to live.
Bullshit. It's Ruvik. He's the one that...
I believe you just wasted your opportunities there. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Leslie, stop!
No. No. No, 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 no. Do something. Leslie. No.
Leslie!
Fuck. Oh my god, we are fucked now. How do you survive a drop like that? He approaches. He approaches. I suggest we run. Let us get the hell out of here. Holy shit. Holy shit. Don't stop. Don't stop. Just run. To hell. To hell with you. To hell with you, Ruvik. Fuck me. Well, this is certainly convenient. Convenient indeed. I am taking it. Can you feel the pain, Ruvik? I certainly felt that pain. But there's more where my pain came from. Better believe it. Be gone. Just be gone. Keeping those filthy hands away from me. That's right. Does it hurt? Does it fucking hurt? still got more. I still got more. Oh, god damn it. Is this the end? You haven't won yet? Come on, just... Oh my god, the rocket launcher. My rocket launcher. Really? Oh, thank you, my friend. You're going to feel it now. I have got all the rockets in the world. And every single one matters. More and more and more. This is for all. The torment you put us through. All of the torment. Die. Just die. Slowly but surely running dry here. Do you feel that? Bloody hell. That was indeed a miss there. To hell with you, Rubik. Just to hell with you. Not this time. Not this time. But we are coming for you. Like I said, your aim must be true. This is the difficult bit. You can't afford to miss here. If you miss, and if you do not hit his head when it is exposed, you are just going to die. But I have got all the rockets in the world. Perish! Die! Die! Yes, a direct hit. Come on! Come on! Feel our wrath. Feel my fucking wrath, Rubik. It doesn't matter how many times you kill us. It doesn't matter. My determination is stronger. And again, 3 times the fucking charm. Come on. A direct hit. A direct hit there. Eat it! Eat it! He is certainly not making it easy for us. But I continue to live. The end is inevitable, Ruvik. You're growing weaker, my friend. Just fucking die. Fucking die. I have had enough of you.
I created this world. You cannot keep me here. Ruvik.
It is done. It is fucking done. His avatar has been destroyed. No more madness. No more mayhem. No more of that. You're weakening, Ruvik. You've got nothing left. Your minions have fallen. Your avatar is no more.
I'm going to finish this.
Correction there. We are going to finish it. This is it. The core. What we have been after. The thing that has been causing all of this ever since the beginning. This pulsating right here. One last attempt to fend us off. But you've got nothing left now, Ruvik. You've got absolutely nothing left. You have lost it all. You had your chance. The game is over. You played a dangerous one for sure, but in the end, you lost. All because of this. Everything. Because of this right here. The countless people who had to suffer, who had to die. Because of this. One sick mind that became the evil within. We have done it. It is over, ladies and gentlemen. It is over. Well, not quite. The brain still needs to be destroyed. It is helpless now, but still very much alive. If we destroy this brain, it'll be the end of the STEM system. The end of this world. Everything we've seen. Everything we've experienced. Absolutely everything is going to fade away forever. You know, I do believe I am quite okay with that. We had our fun, didn't we? Beacon, the butcher's lair, Krimson City, the forest, the villages, the underground areas, all those areas that made no sense whatsoever. Held Church, the catacombs, beneath it, the manor of the family Victoriano, Ruvik's personal basement, and then back to Krimson City, exploring and surviving its streets. The subway, the underground, all of that. Some delightful memories we have made. But now, the time has come to say goodbye. And this right here hasn't caused enough madness. Ruvik, perhaps in a different life, you could have become a decent fella, a brilliant scientist. Alas, it was not meant to be. Ladies and gentlemen, this damn system right here is a bust, and we are shutting it down. The only question now is, did he manage to escape? Did he manage to fully possess Leslie? And whatever happened to Kidman? Just sit back now and enjoy the ending. Farewell, Ruvik.
Vital signs, sir.
Leave that one. And those two. They're not going anywhere. No one can.
Why, Kidman? Why? Did she just save us? It's time to awaken. It's gone. The brain is gone. Who was in there? Don't tell me. Leslie. Oh no. What the hell? How did these people die? It's the exact same. How? I have had enough of this fucking place.
Go! Detective, are you all right? Is there anyone else?
Just give me some real fresh air.
Couldn't you guys have arrived a little bit sooner? Fresh air. Can you believe it? Fresh fucking air. That is not Leslie. what have we unleashed? I made it out. But at what cost? And that would be that, ladies and gentlemen. The evil within. We have done it. We have done it. The journey is over. Another project of mine completed. Can you believe it? But we are here. We are indeed here. We made it out. But that high-pitched sound. Could something have come with us? Perhaps there is still something inside of our mind. Who knows, who knows? Certainly quite the ambiguous ending, wouldn't you agree? So Kidman, she made it out as well. But how? Without Leslie? I don't know. I just don't know. Perhaps it only mattered that Ruvik absorbed him, and that somehow gave us a chance to escape as well. Poor Leslie. In the end, there was absolutely nothing. There was nothing anyone could have done to save him. He has become the next Ruvik. I still have so many questions. Those people, the people who were with Kidman, she saved us, didn't she? She told them, this one is gone. What would have happened had she not said so? Would they have taken us? Joseph wasn't there either. Who the hell were those people? Who the hell is she working for? There are absolutely no answers. Bloody hell. Let me just put the cards onto the table once more. How did we enter the STEM system? Just how? I don't know. And Ruvik. Bloody hell. What was he originally trying to achieve? With his STEM? Perhaps he had a different goal in mind. Perhaps it wasn't just his goal to acquire a new body, but something beyond that. This mysterious group. Kidman. The questions are overwhelming. What is Ruvik going to do now? All those people, the people, they were in the exact same place. The casualties. But how? How did those people enter the STEM? It is certainly ambiguous, isn't it? And you can imagine, ladies and gentlemen, when this game first released, after reaching the ending, quite a lot of people felt confused, and not really satisfied all that much. It was a little too ambiguous for their taste. But thankfully, they decided to answer some of those questions eventually, by releasing some DLC. Yes indeed, there are 3 DLCs in total, and we are going to be playing 2 of them, the first 2, as a matter of fact. And why just the first 2? Because the third, it doesn't really have anything to do with the main story. It is rather, or instead, a collection, you could say, of minigames. Yeah, basically revolving around arena-style combat, where you gather points and such. There are a couple of diary pages you can find, but like I said, they don't really add into the main story. However, the first 2 DLCs, entitled The Assignment as well as The Consequence, now those are important. Because they are going to dive into the story of, into the story of a different individual. We are going to take a step back from Sebastian Castellanos, and instead, we are going to be dealing with someone you are quite familiar with, and to discover what that person was up to this entire time, what influenced their decisions, and so on and so forth. But that is a story for another day. We are done, and what can I say, ladies and gentlemen? The Evil Within, it still happens to be one of my most favorite horror games of all time. I remember when the game first came out, at first I wasn't feeling too sure about it. It took me a while to get hooked. Yeah, at first I thought to myself, this kind of feels neither here nor there. But eventually, I started to love it. I would proceed to finish it several times. And these days I do believe the story, it is quite something. Sure, the gameplay, it can be clunky at times, especially the combat. And the writing, it isn't really, Shakespearean writing, if you will. Especially some of the moments with, like, Joseph and Sebastian, it feels like those two are just so, for lack of a better word, they are so dumb, not understanding what is going on around them. And also, none of the main characters ever talk about what's really important, sharing their experiences. The writing is just really subpar. But hey, at the end of the day, the core story, it still holds up, discovering the tragedy of Ruvik, what made him become so evil, because of Dr. Jimenez and so on and so forth. The second half of this game simply rules. All of a sudden, so many crazy things start happening, and you just want to keep going, on and on and on until it is done. Yes indeed. The journey, it is now done. Another major project of mine, The Evil Within. There were some technical difficulties initially for sure, but in the end I managed to pull through, and I enjoyed every second of it. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, I have to thank you, because I am creating these projects for you. At the end of the day, I am grateful that you decided to become a part of it, as always. I hope that you enjoyed. The Evil Within, it is certainly not for everyone, but I hope that you enjoy it. It kind of feels like a love letter to tons and tons of genres out there. You've got bits where you're being pursued, where you have to be stealthy. You've got bits that are filled to the brim with action. You've got psychological horror and so on and so forth. This game just has a little bit of everything for everyone. And isn't that something to appreciate? Of course, you shouldn't always crave to be a jack of all trades, but I think in this case it certainly worked. I mean, at the end of the day, people, they really started loving this game. Why else would there have been DLC? Why else would there have been a successful sequel down the road? I believe thus far I haven't really mentioned that. If you loved this game, but you know nothing else about The Evil Within and beyond, there is indeed a sequel out there, The Evil Within 2, and it is absolutely amazing as well. Yeah, by that I am trying to say we are probably going to play it too, down the road. This is all I am going to say about it for now. Sebastian Castellanos will return, yes indeed, and he'll be in quite the bad place. You probably are craving some more answers. Have no fear, the DLC, both the assignment as well as the consequence, they are going to deliver most of those answers, and you will not have to wait that long. For now, Lost in Vivo is going to continue. Actually, I do believe I am just going to finish that game now, before plunging myself into something new again. And after that, The Evil Within is going to be replaced by the DLC. Yeah, first the assignment, followed by the consequence. And Lost in Vivo, what is going to replace that? I am not sure yet. There are certainly plenty of options available. I do have an idea. We'll see. But of course it is going to be something horror related. And thus I believe we've reached the end of the credits. Thanks to all the people who brought this game to life. It is done, the final chapter. And of course, like with most video games, there are some bonuses at the end. What have we here? A clear bonus. The machine gun has been acquired. Really? That is supposed to be a machine gun? How about the assault rifle of those blasted haunted that kept pestering me? I mean, it certainly looks old and kinda fancy. Alright, I guess I'll take it. Also, there it is, the weapon I had been craving for so long, the rocket launcher. And hey, because of all those deaths, I even got to enjoy it for quite a while. Yeah, I do have to say, you can say what you want about the final encounter with Ruvik. People are certainly torn about it. It isn't really a boss fight, but rather a set piece. And while the first couple of bits aren't really too challenging, oh my, that rocket launcher bit. And I noticed, on this difficulty it was certainly way more unforgiving. You basically could not afford to miss a single shot. Yeah, it was necessary to hit Ruvik's brain, I believe a total of 3 times? Yeah. And especially when he is still far away, it is so difficult to get the timing down, because, you know, his head it only stays put for a very, very brief moment, and by the time you have taken aim and fired a rocket, the head will already be gone again. You basically have to wait until he is close, so very close and too close, and then you're usually running out of time. But we have done it. So yeah, we could definitely play this again and just blow all of our enemies into pieces with this baby. A clear bonus, 50,000 skill points. Hey, it's green gel and you know it. Thank you. Hey, now we can finally afford those flaming harpoon bolts. What do you know? And what have we here? The brass knuckles. Seriously? Are you just making fun of me now? The one thing I only upgraded once and never used, fucking melee. And here you are giving me brass knuckles? Come on. And there we go. There we go. Total clear time, 46 hours, 33 minutes. Christ almighty. But I do believe there's something wrong with the total number of deaths. According to my list, I have got like a little over 80. Who knows, who knows. Could have something to do with my backups. Perhaps something did not carry over. Perhaps something did not register. But don't believe this number, ladies and gentlemen. Believe my number. Don't believe me? Here it is. Yes, indeed. I died that many times. Bloody hell. You can certainly blame Chapter 6 for most of those deaths. That goddamn siege attack. I could have cheesed it a bit more to reduce the deaths. But wasn't it fun? My suffering becomes your entertainment. Anything else? Might as well save the game for the last time. Sure, this one. Tatiana. You'll be missed, you'll be missed. But look at me, I have learned to save on my own. she is gone too. She is gone. Everything is gone. Like, the stem system is gone. Yeah, you need to realize that. Everything is gone, like pulling the plug. But Ruvik is out there now. Plotting. Waiting. Who knows what he might be up to. But that is a story for another day. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That is it. One last time, I would love to thank you. Also, here's a bit of text on screen, as always, just quickly summarizing what I loved about this game and what I kind of disliked. Because I am so very horrible. I am just horrible at talking about this while recording, so there's a summary for you all. Like with Little Nightmares, like with Fran Bow, enjoy. Not much remains now. Not much remains at all. I have basically said everything that needed to be said. We are going to be playing the DLC. Someday down the road we are going to be playing the sequel as well. The game is now done. There is a new game plus available, as well as an even harder difficulty, yeah. And said difficulty, I mentioned this during the first episode, I believe. Basically what it does is everything kills you in a single hit. Yeah. There is basically no way to beat that difficulty without deploying some cheese. Especially during all the encounters where they are just fucking haunted upon haunted non-stop. If you want to try it out, yeah, I am not gonna be doing it. Have fun. If you would like to torture yourself, have fun. There are certainly some more optional rewards. For example, let us just briefly take a look at the model viewer. Through there. This is something you can certainly have a little bit of fun with. Here, if you want to learn a little bit more about the lore surrounding the characters, for example, here he is. Sebastian Castellanos, age 38, a fine detective, but often caught with people, often acts before thinking things through, making trouble for others. Joseph is the only partner he has had for a significant duration. Poor Joseph, poor Joseph. I suppose we can do a little bit of overtime, just a little bit. I mean, how long has this gotten thus far? Almost an hour long, but this is the final episode. I do believe it is fine. I could turn this right here into a short extra episode, of course. But just a few more. There is Sebastian's trench coat. I barely got to wear it. Sebastian's favorite coat, given to him by his wife. Oh my. He wears it all year long and never seems to get it cleaned. Yes, of course. What about you, Miss Kidman? Kidman has little recollection of or interests in her past. Her only concern is what she has to do now, and what will happen if she fails. Oh, Kidman. Kidman. You could have shot him, you know. You could have shot. Leslie. But no. Your choice at the end of the day. Perhaps something was holding her back. I don't know. Tatiana. Tatiana is a nurse in the locked ward at the Beacon Mental Hospital. The locked ward, eh? Seeing so many things that no one should ever have to see has left her emotionally dead and eventually taken an even greater toll. This is certainly interesting. Could it be that Tatiana was the one in charge of, you know, all those patients that got kidnapped by Jimenez's organization? If it even was his organization, perhaps he was just a pawn. And somehow she messed up and became a victim of the stem as well. Goodbye, Tatiana. Leslie Withers has always compensated for his difficulty communicating by unconsciously emulating the thoughts of others. This characteristic is what Ruvik sought for his experiments in linking consciousness. This poor boy. At the end of the day, he was just another pawn. He was just a tool and nothing more. And now he is gone. Marcelo Jimenez. Hello there, Doctor. One who performed clandestine experiments on the patients of Beacon Mental Hospital, working in conclusion with a foreign organization. The organization had him instead. Had him instated. Instated? Something like that. As head of the hospital, but he ultimately disappeared under mysterious circumstances. Yeah, I feel like Jimenez doesn't even matter that much anymore. Instead, we should turn our attention to this mysterious organization. What is it all about? Laura. Look at her, Laura. She certainly provided me with plenty of pain. Ruvik's beautiful, generous sister, the only one who understood him. In life, she preferred to wear red. But her death caused him to just spiral downward into chaos. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Those villagers who burned down the barn, those people are the real monsters. Totally skipped him here. Mustn't forget about Joseph. A competent and by-the-books detective. Certainly reliable. He is considerate of others, but hard on himself. Once he has made up his mind, he sees things through to the end, especially suicide. His persistence often gets him into trouble, but he doesn't waver. It is a shame that his writing was so bad, yeah. The writing they gave him didn't really show any of these supposed traits. But oh well, he was still my partner at the end of the day. Rest in peace, Joseph, rest in peace. And following those, we have got all of the enemies. All of them. Let us conclude today's finale by taking a look at Ruvik. And after that, it is going to be over. I guess I am going to save all the enemies for, the final episode of the DLC. Why not? Here we are, Ruben Victoriano. Cut off from the outside world, Ruvik continued his research alone until one day a fire broke out in his basement laboratory. His body was never found among the smoldering remains of his once proud mansion. 37? At time of disappearance, damn, quite the old fella. I thought he was younger. Yeah, he certainly faked his own death. And here we have got him, without his robe. Vicious burns have left his skin senseless and useless for regulating his body temperature, ravaged by ceaseless headaches and physical and mental seizures. What a word, seizures. He was known for being close to the physical limits of his body. Bloody hell, no wonder he became so mad. Not everything is his fault. There is the young Ruben. When he still retained a shred of innocence. At this age he began showing glimpses of his morbid interests, doing things like dissecting small animals. Here is the scarred Ruvik. He lost his sister in a fire that is believed to have been set by local villagers. He underwent lengthy and painful rehabilitation, during which he met Dr. Jimenez, the man who would change his life. Oh my. Everything is connected. And last but not least, the young adult Ruben. After the fire. Coming of age, young Ruvik rejected further skin regeneration treatments, instead retreating into his basement laboratory. Bloody hell. Just take a look at this. After the fire, he was 18 years old. And by the time he faked his own death, he was 37. Seriously? That is such a long time. So many years of experimenting, of kidnapping people, torturing them, linking their minds, and killing them. I've got no words. I just have no words left. Bloody hell, bloody hell. And that's that for now, ladies and gentlemen. That is that for now. Thank you all for watching so very much. I appreciate it greatly. You can't even begin to comprehend how much I appreciate it. My name has been TheShadowCookie, and until next time, until then, have a good one. See you all soon. I've done it. I finished another major project. And this is certainly quite the accomplishment. A project I didn't just cancel in the middle somewhere. I still have what it takes. My oh my. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. And goodbye for now.